Today we will become masters of all wither skeletons. We will take their heads, coal and bones. With our powerful wither skeleton farm, no one can stop us on the Legacy SMP server. To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. Today we are kicking off with some hard work. I've got my beacon out and we are digging a big old hole. And why are we doing this? Well, this is going to be part of our wither skeleton farm. Yes, today is the day we are going to be making that farm, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be really good. I've got a ton of work planned out, and this is just the start. So we've got to dig this hole, and then we're going to go over to the Nether for some more digging and preparations. So over in the Nether, here we are, and we've got to take down a bit more of this fortress. So I've tweaked the design that I was going to do originally, and we need some more space. So I've got to take down some of these pillars and clear away a bit of the land around it, and this is going to be brilliant. So I've already put a video on my channel about a tutorial on how to build a wither skeleton farm. We're going to make that farm, but basically it's going to be a bit of a variation. And in fact, the one on my channel, the tutorial, provides 530 skulls per hour. The one we're going to build today is going to be over 730 skulls per hour. That is pretty cool. Now on top of that, I've also been lighting up some of the area because I've found that some skeletons were still spawning in the areas we haven't spawn proofed, and putting down a few torches here and there has really helped. So hopefully that will also help the rates as well. And here is the result of all that work. Here are all of the torches I've been placing down to try and light up this side of our wither skeleton farm, this area. So why have I done that? Well, that is because I've noticed that over here we were getting quite a lot of skeletons spawning, more than I would expect, but only on this side, only over here. Now if we go over this side of the fortress, I haven't lit up any areas over here, and you very rarely see any skeletons spawn over here at all. Now I don't know why that is. That might be something to do with the striders that we've got down in our farm down there. Now I don't fully understand how that works, or if it does still work, so that's something I still need to do some experiments with. But yeah, I was definitely finding over this side we were getting lots and lots of normal skeletons spawning, and of course the light level 7 and below is what they need. So taking all those torches has stopped them from spawning, and that of course will help our rates. Doesn't stop the ghast from spawning though, of course. So let's get out of here before it causes more damage. Oh, there's another one. But first, what are we up to? Well, I'm trying to make some modifications to the iron farm, which is actually going to be right above where we're going to be building today. And this will all make sense shortly, but I need to get myself an iron bar and pop that just in here to stop the water. And then something that makes the magic happen is a cobweb. Just there. Okay, that should hopefully be it. And as you can see, I've removed all of the chests and the hoppers and stuff like that we've had before. And basically what I've done here is I've just added an extra water stream over this side. So when the golems come on through, they get killed by the lava, of course. They drops fall in the water. We've got a water stream that pushes the items this way, and another one pushes this way. So all of the goods, all of the iron and the poppies should go into that water stream, gets pushed this way, and then should end up going into that cobweb and then falling down there. And of course down there is where we've made a big hole. And I spilled a load of water as well. So that is where we're going to build in. Probably the first thing we're going to do is build that first. That's going to be the overworld side of our wither skeleton farm. And the idea is the storage that we're going to have for all of our items, we're also going to have the iron going into it as well. So we can have one source storage over here for both of these two farms all in one. So I need to clear up here, finish this up, and then, yeah, we're ready to build down there. And I just came over to the nether side of the iron farm to give it a test, and look who showed up. It was SlicedLime, and he's provided us with the wither roses that we need. In fact, more than enough, so we've got plenty here. That is going to be really good. So I'm going to put those into my ender chest for ready for later, and now I'm going to turn on the iron farm and give that a test. But yeah, that was brilliant. So I've let him know that was all good, and I'm going to let him know when I need him to do the AFK. I've made this platform a bit bigger for him. He had a bit of trouble last time, and with that, he was off. So I turned on the iron farm. Here are some golems burning up in the lava, and I've set up a little area underneath. So let's make sure that all these drops fall into the place where I'm expecting. So the reason we've got the cobweb is that will remove all of the momentum, or the sideways momentum of the items as they fall down, and so they should fall down directly into here. And if they do, then we're all good. So that should line up directly with the cobweb that is up there. And I better go to sleep before the baddies turn up. And there it is. There are some items, and they're in the hole. Awesome. Okay, so this is all lined up correctly. It's all working, so that is good. All right, so I can take that away now, and yeah, we can start building the overworld side of this. I think I'm going to start off with making sure the portals line up and don't interfere with the portal that we've got up there. So that's probably the first thing. Oh, there's some more iron. Okay, yeah, so portal linking is first, I think, just to make sure everything's working on that front, and then we can build the actual storage system and whatnot over here. Phase 1 seems to be working. So I've created a few portals. We've got this one over here, we've got another one next to it, and 2 more on this side. So these are the 4 portals that are going to be transporting our wither skeletons to the overworld. Now, if you've not seen my tutorial on how this works, of course I'll explain this as we go. But the important thing is we've got these portals in, and these all link up to the overworld in the correct place and don't interfere with the iron farm. So I've tested all the portals, they all link up where they should. So if we go on through here, we should end up in the overworld on the bottom. There we go, in this big hole we dug. So this is where the skeletons will come out, and we'll deal with those shortly. And the iron golems will still come out of that portal over there. So we're not interfering with that. That is all good. Still got goods falling down there. So I guess I should turn that farm off now. We don't need it right now. And hi, I've got a friend or 2. Get out of here. And the next thing I'm after is a chicken or 2. So I've got one here with some seeds. I'm luring him down here. He's going to be my helper. So if you come over here, Mr. Chicken. Now what I need to do is push him into this boat. That's what we need to do. Get in there. Yes, he's in. Okay, we don't necessarily need another one, but I think for completeness, I'm going to try and get another one as well to join him. So there can be 2 chickens in a boat. And here is chicken number 2. So let's pop on down here and he can join his friend in this boat. And this is where, oh, there you go. It just went in without any bother. So what we should be able to do, which I won't do right now, I'm going to do it in a minute because we've got a few other jobs to do. But when I like this portal, this boat will stay here because it's got entities inside it. It won't transport back. And the reason this boat is here is when the wither skeletons come on through, this boat will be here, and basically it will push them out. So they'll go out in that direction. We're going to have some glass on this side, and then they'll go into the killing area. So let me get a few things finished up, and then we'll be good to go. And now we can finish up this portal. So here are our chickens from before, and I'm just going to push some glass into the boat here so it can't move out of the way this way. There we go, grab that, and we can clean this up. And now what we can do is we can light the portal up. So I'll get my flint and steel from here and give it a light. And the boat doesn't go through because it's got entities inside it, so that is all good. And now that means that if we block up this side of the portal, just like that, that means when the wither skeletons come through the portal, they won't be able to go through that side, and they won't get stuck, and the boat will push them out this side. So we do need to get rid of that nether rack. So let's just do that quickly, that and that, and we're good. All right, so now we've got to finish up this bit here, add the killing area, and then we've got to build a bit of a storage system, sorting system over here as well to deal with the iron from above and from the skulls and the coal and bones from the wither skeletons. The killing area is done. We are ready now to chop up the wither skeletons once they come through. We still need to add the sorting system, which will be over here. That's not done yet, but we can at least kill the wither skeletons. So as we've already said, they're going to come out the portal. They're going to come this way and fall down here, and they're going to land in that water stream right there. So we can come in here. This is our AFK spot. We can close this up and we get our sword, and then the wither skeletons will be here in this water. The blocks are here to stop them moving this way. They can't get to us, so we can then chop them up, and their drops will go into the water streams. We'll have our inventory totally full up, so all the items will go straight past us. We'll collect all the XP, and the items will go that way in these water streams into the sorting system and into some shulker box loaders, which will be over there. So what is this redstone over here for? Well, that is a safety mechanism, because as we're working in the nether, it's possible that there won't be anyone in the overworld, and in that case, the wither skeletons will come out and they will just gather here. They won't despawn, they'll just gather here until somebody comes into the overworld. So what I don't want to do is to have loads and loads of wither skeletons here, because they will build up super quick, and so this is a mechanism to be able to get rid of them. So what we do here is we've got some pistons underneath that will retract and remove the blocks, and we have a dispenser there to remove the water just by flipping the switch. So there we go, the water goes away and the pistons retract, and of course we can turn it back on again. The reverse happens, the pistons come out first and then the water straight afterwards. So that is the circuit right there, and that all works pretty nicely. So that is all ready to go. So I think we're now in a position where we can add the sorting system and the shulker box loaders that will be over here. And right here, kind of looks like a bit like a funnel, I guess. This is where the iron will come down. The iron will fall down here into this water and go into the same storage system over here. So we are all set to go. All right, time to build up some shulker box loaders and a sorting system. And the storage system is now complete. We're done. And it looks pretty complicated, but I don't think it's too bad. So let me just talk you through it, just so it makes maybe some kind of sense. But here we are. This is where the wither skeletons will come into this water stream. We'll chop them up, and all of the items get flushed that way with the water, and they'll go around this corner and enter the system right here. So here we have a whole bunch of hoppers, and they've got standard item filters underneath. So we've got one under this one for iron, then we've got a couple for coal, and then we've got a few for bones as well. And underneath those, we've we've got a shulker box loader. I'll show you those in a minute. And then any items that don't get sorted there will come through here, and that will be with the skeleton skulls, which go into this hopper here. So yeah, this is an item sorter here for the skulls, and this one is for the poppies from the iron farm. And underneath there we've got a composter. Just see it there, there's a composter there, and so the poppies will get turned into bone meal. They get stored in a chest over there, and the skulls will also go into a double chest over there as well. No shulker box loaders there, I don't think. That would probably be overkill. So any items that go past there, there may be too many items for these hoppers to handle in one go. So they'll go round here, round the system, and then go round here again, and then join back up again, so they can go around for a second pass. So hopefully most of them will get picked up on the first time round, but it's possible that they might not, and so they'll go around for maybe one or two extra turns. So that's what that's all about. Now over here, this is the other thing we saw. This is the safety system. So any withers, skeletons, and skulls that fall right down to the bottom and die, their items come up this water chute here, up this bubble elevator here, and then their items will go across this way, and then join up with the major water streams here back into the system and go into that way over there. So that's it, kind of. But anyway, it's done. So underneath here, let's have a look. So underneath here, you can see here's the shulker box loaders. So this is a design from Samos the Sage. We've used some of his stuff before, and I'll put a link in the description for this. This is a one wide tileable design, so that's really good. Fits our needs nicely over here, and just got them coming into chests over here. So that's where they're all going to be. And then over here we've got the chests for the bone meal and the skulls. Now I don't have any skulls, so I need to get some for the filter up there, and also one for the item frame. But that will not be a problem, I don't think, pretty soon. Anyway, we've got to go over to the nether now and build that side of things. So let's get over there. But before we make a start on the nether side, I need to purchase some name tags. So I'm over here. I think this is Chim's shop. So we're going to get in here and yeah, purchase some name tags. So these are already pre-named, so I'm not sure what they're going to be, but I need 16 of them. So, and they are 1 diamond each. So 16 diamonds go in here, and then I press this button 16 times. There's one. Ed Mudd. He's the first one. All right, let's see what we get. Patrick Raymond Squarejaw. So there's a whole bunch of quite interesting names here, but there they all are. There's Ed Mudd again. So yeah, we've got our 16. These are going to be very useful for us as in our farm. We're going to be using those to name some piglins. All right, that's going to be cool. So now we're definitely going over to the nether, because I think it's probably time to gather some piglins together. That's probably the first things we do, get them ready and get them into place. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let me introduce you to the famous Ed Mudd. Here he is in the flesh, and we've also captured him. So I've got a little setup here to capture our piglins. We need 16 of them in total. So here is a little setup. We've got 16 cells here ready to receive them, and we'll deal with them later. We need these for the wither skeleton farm. They are going to be bait. But up here, this is the setup that we've got. So we've got this rail that leads all the way up here, and here we have quite a small spawning platform. We only need to deal with a few mobs at a time. I don't want to have like a massive amount of them, so this is small on purpose. And of course we also get hoglins as well as piglins in here, and we're currently in a crimson forest, obviously on the roof. And I've also set up a little AFK spot up there, just so it's far enough away to kind of unload some of the mobs underneath, so we get more spawns in here. But we only need a few, one at a time will do. And over here I've got a button. So what basically happens is they appear here. We can lure them over to this corner. They get aggro towards us if we take our helmet off, our golden helmet, or if we shoot one maybe. They'll come over to this corner. We can press this button, which links up to this bit of redstone. There is a dispenser with some minecarts. The minecart that gets dispensed goes up the rail, picks up the mob that's in that corner, and then goes into the next cell. So all we've got to do here is make sure we flip these levers to change the direction of the rails here, so they all go into the correct one after the other. So that's it. So let's give this a try, shall we? Let's fly up and see if we can actually capture one and see how easy this is. Okay, so I've flown up the top and waited there for a little bit. We had a few mobs spawn in here. We had a couple of hoglins that I've taken care of, but now we've got these two guys with the swords. They're the ones I really want. So now if I take my gold helmet off, they should aggro towards me. Hey guys, hi. They come over to this corner, and now we press this button and it should get us a minecart, pick one up, and should go into the next cell. Yes, he does. Okay, we just need to manually flip the lever. So the next guy, let's do that. And also let's grab one of our name tags and let's make sure he is secured. There he is. Now let's get the next guy. So he should aggro to me because I don't have my gold helmet on. And now we can press the button. He should get picked up. Yes. And go into the third cell. Yes. Okay. That's it. It's all working. Let's flip the lever so we don't forget and get a name tag. And we are good. All right. So just got to do this For the rest, another 13 times. All right, then we have our army of piglins. All 16 piglins have been successfully captured, and this is the final home of one of those piglins. As you can see from my levels, I died. I ended up falling into the spawning area and got killed by hoglins and piglins ganging up on me. But yeah, not too bad. Got my stuff back. But I've laid out some rails here just to that point. That's because they are going to end up falling down from here. We're going to take them through the bedrock. We've already got a hole there, and there's some network of rails that will end up falling down here and then taking one of these guys into here. Now, of course, we need to do this for all of the pods where the piglins are going to be, so there you can see just there, there's the next bit of rail. But let's head on back up onto the ceiling of the nether and see what happens when we finally try and get these piglins over here. Here they are. Here are the guys that are going to be in our farm, and I've made a couple of alterations to what I had before. So I had to move these back one because a little bit further down there they were getting stuck, so I've moved them all back one. So there's a bit of a difference there, but that worked out really well. So if you're going to do these for yourself, don't have it too close to the bends here. The other thing I did was up here was I added one of the warped fungus. So one of these guys in here. So that was all of the hoglins then were scared of this, and they ended up going at that side, so I didn't need to worry about them. But then that was pretty straightforward after that. All right, so let's give this thing a try, I guess. So we're going to try with this guy over here, I think. So his rail, just got to double check, his rail is curved that way. So when I press this button, it should launch him off. Okay, let's go. Let's follow him. See if it works. Here he comes, the final straight. So just round a bend here, and then he can fall through the bedrock. Yes, and he should get launched off. There he is. He went, yes. Okay, follow him this way. Uh-oh, is it going to work? Fall down there, and he should go down. Yes, he's going. There he goes, falling down, yes. Onto the rail. Almost got in the way of him. Did he make it? Did he make it? Let's have a quick look. Ow, ow, ow. Get here. Did he make it into the... He did. Yes, there he is. All right, so now we need to make sure he doesn't escape. So we're going to do that. Going to put hitboxes on, and now I'm going to break the minecart. Hopefully he stays in here. Yes. Okay. That is very good. And I think we just need to put a block on top of him, and there he is. He is... all in. Okay. Successful. I must admit, I didn't think that would work, but it did. All right. Just got 3 more to do on this level, and then we can build the actual farm above them. The first 4 of our piglins are now in place, and they are next to these portals that we had originally, and I've also started construction of the farm above. So let me talk you through what we've got so far. So these piglins, should I say, are going to be here as bait for the wither skeletons because they aggro to each other. There's going to be a spawning platform above, and they're going to be attracted to piglins above, and then they're going to end up falling down this tube here. Then they'll aggro to this piglin and go through the portal. That's how they get to the overworld. But above, I've started to add the platform. So what we're going to have in the center, so in this whole area here, we're going to cover that all in grass, and then on top of that we're going to have wither roses. So there's a massive platform for wither skeletons to spawn, and in fact we're going to have 3 of these. So this is the first one. We're going to have another 2 above this, and of course over here this is where the piglins are going to stand. So we're going to have 1 here, and of course 1 over there, there and there. So there's 4 piglins per level. So when they spawn, the wither skeletons, they see this piglin, they come over to attack him, they can't get to him, and they fall down there and go through the portal, ready to be chopped up in the overworld. And I've added this kind of this platform around the outside. This is to give us some pack spawning, so some extra spawns, and then a wall here to make sure the wither skeletons stay where we want them. So that's gone all the way around the edge. So yeah, not too bad. Takes a bit of time, of course, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So I guess for the next thing on this level is to get the piglins in. Now we already know how to do that. We've done that with the rails. So they will actually fall down roughly there. There we go. So they'll fall down from there. That's where where the rail is. So they'll fall down here. So I'll just need to add some more rails here and get them into place on this level, and then we continue with the rest. So not too bad. Not too bad. I think this is quite simple, I guess, in terms of a concept, but there is some effort. So I think I need to knuckle down now. This is going to take me a couple of hours to do. So let's get going and get this farm done. The farm is done, it is complete, and it is working. Now, we can't use it properly just yet. We're waiting for my partner in crime, SlicedLime, to come over and do some AFK, and he's currently streaming, but when he finishes, he's going to come over here. So, while we're waiting, let me show you what we can see on this side of the farm. So, here I am on the AFK spot. Now, we need to remember that mobs will spawn inside a sphere around the player of 128 blocks radius. And I can show you that sphere with a press of the button. There it is. So we're using a mod called Mini HUD to show us this, and that sphere is always bigger than I kind of appreciate. But let's take a look down at the farm itself and where this sphere goes. So one thing I mentioned last week was that some of the spawn proofing we did was a waste of time, and this is why. So all of this stuff I spawn proofed over here was totally not necessary. So because none of it is inside this sphere. The only thing we need to take care of are the blocks inside the sphere. So just these ones we've done here were fine, but all of this stuff, all of this work I did, so all of this, that was not actually required. But that's all good. So one other thing I want to mention is let's take a look at the farm itself, and you'll notice that if you've seen my tutorial on my channel about with a skeleton farm that uses portals, it doesn't look like this. It looks a bit different. And what I've done now is I've moved the portals from each layer down to the bottom. So why have I done that? Well, it's all about the light level. So these portals, they emit light level 11 I think it is, and even though in the design I had before the portals were away from the spawning area, the light level on these wither roses, on these grass blocks, it was 7 and below. But it turns out that is even important. If you can get the light level down to 0, then mobs spawn even more frequently. So by just moving these portals from here down to the bottom, we go from around 530 per hour with the skeleton skulls, that is, over to about 760 when I did my testing. So this is going to be pretty cool. There we go. So they're the two things I wanted to mention, and this farm is going to be brilliant. So I just need to wait for SlicedLime, get over to the overworld, and yeah, start collecting these skulls. SlicedLime has arrived, and the wither skeletons are coming on through. Yes, this is working beautifully. So there's not much to see from here though. Unfortunately, my view is a little bit obscured. But yeah, you can see that as I chop up the wither skeletons here, the items come through and go past me and over there into the sorting system. And of course, I'm collecting all of the XP as well. So that's really good. I'm almost up to level 100 already, and I've not been here all that long. So let's hop out of here, and I can put it into the other mode so we can have a look at this thing. So let's flip that lever. There we go. They will go disappear. Thank you very much. And they should die, and their items come up here. So here are the items coming up, going into the water streams, and then making their way over into the sorting system over here. Yes, it is working. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's hop on down. How much have we got so far? I've not been here all that long. Oh, look at that. 3 stacks already of skulls. Brilliant stuff. And how much coal? Oh, we've already got 3 shulker boxes of coal. And oh, look at this. Look at the bones. Brilliant, brilliant. I've not got the iron farm turned on at the moment, but yeah, look at them. Look at them. Look how many are coming in. It's just non-stop. Raining with the skeletons. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. As we return, I have left this running AFK for about 5 hours or so. So let's see what's happening. And as you can see, my hunger is all the way at the bottom, and I'm taking damage now and again. That's because I am starving to death. But of course, I've got my beacon set up, so I've got regeneration, so I'm not actually going to die. So let's see how many items we've actually got. After I've healed myself up, it's time to look at the results. And as you can see from the water streams, there's a few items still coming on through. So we've probably filled up the storage system. So let's check out the results. Let's check out the skulls. Oh yes, look at that. Yes, it's worked, and we've got quite a few skulls. That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it looks like I probably could have put some more chests here, so we might have missed out on a few skulls, but that's okay. That will do for now. That'll do for now. You know, no problem. Let's have a look at these as well. Look at this. Oh, there's loads of shulker boxes of the coal and also of the bones as well. Look at that, brilliant. Okay. All right, I need to get some more wood. I need to get some more shulker boxes. All right, very good, very good. So there we are with the skeleton skulls for days. We did it. We actually did it at last. We finished that farm off, but that was really cool and that was a lot of fun. I guess the next problem is, how are we going to get beacons from all of these skulls? Well, you'll have to find out next time. I'm not going to be killing them myself manually. I'll tell you that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you did, then please hit the like button. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, then get in that comment section. All right, my geeks. Until next time, I will see you later.